Hi guys, welcome back to another motivational clean with me. Today there's lots to do, so get ready because we're going to start off in the garage. The garage, as you guys know, it's something that I just cannot get a hold of, but this weekend I just finished the last little bit, so I'm super excited because like I had mentioned, this was one of my goals to finally do, is to just get this done during the summer, which is perfect because the boys just started school yesterday. So I'm like, okay, we might have, took a little bit long, but it's okay, we got there. As always, we are trying to achieve the goal. We are trying to get there to the finish line. We are not trying to be perfect. So let's just keep cleaning because there's lots to do. I know this video is short, but trust me, there's lots to do in this video. I started off by putting everything away in its corner. Like I had mentioned, I wanted things to have a home. That way we just don't have stuff everywhere. The biggest thing about decluttering to me is just letting go and being like, okay, what do I need and what no longer serves me? So that is where I'm at. That's why we are going every single inch in this house and really decluttering and really just trying to have our mind a lot more peaceful. So this video consists of me just going everywhere in the house and just doing little projects that I know I've been meaning to get to, but unfortunately I just cannot. As you guys know, I work a full-time job. The only time that I really get to clean and film is the weekend, so of course it takes me a little bit longer. And one of the things was this fridge. The next thing that I have been putting off is the front of the yard. I know it looks so bad, not gonna lie. This has been a year and I have frog phobia because as a kid I got stuck with a bunch of frogs in a hole for like 6 hours. So yeah, listen, the frogs are driving me nuts and they're doing number 2 at the front. So I really wanted to do this. This is something that I've been meaning to. So I was just like, what better time than now? Let's just check it off our to-do list. So we just started pulling everything off, out of the ground, and then we just started putting stuff in its corner. Let me tell you, if we're going to do yard work, this little tent thing that we have over our heads is a game changer because it was so hot. I live in South Florida, so it's super hot here, and I was just like, I really need to get in here and just start pulling some weeds. I had my boys help out. Everyone was pitching out because this was a huge project, and I was like, Mom, I can't do this alone. I need everyone to like help. Okay, so now that we're done with that, this is how it's looking like. I'm sorry, the camera kept getting foggy. I also did the windows a while back ago, but I did not do this front window. So I sprayed it on with some dish Dawn soap. I grabbed a brush and then I just started scrubbing it like crazy. You guys will see shortly here that once we get the hose, all of this gunk is starting to come off. Okay, a gazillion hours later, we are finally here. We put all of the rocks. Now, while the boys are aligning the rocks, this is how the front door is looking like. As you guys could tell, there's like, everything is just looking a little funky. So I sprayed this. Unfortunately, it did not work. I don't know. I think this is rust. It's something. Also, this is so satisfying to me. Sometimes I just watch these kind of videos where people power wash things just because I find it so satisfying. But this is all of the gunk that we were able to remove. And I'll link the one that I have from Home Depot Personally, it's okay to me. It does the job well, but I do think we could have gotten something a little bit better. But I'm cheap in certain areas. It was just looking so good. I was so happy because this was also driving me nuts. And to me, I was just a little bit embarrassed because like when we got packages or visitors, that's the first thing that they see. So I was just like, oh no, ma'am, we need to get a hold of this. My hand started cramping, so my husband did take over and he continued to power wash. He even thought that it was good to write his name. I don't know. I was like, listen, we just need to get this done. Going to continue to do that, and then after that, we are just going to go inside the house and then we're going to get stuff done that we've been meaning to do. Okay, so I feel like I kind of neglect this side of the house, the other side, just because I focus more on the living room and the kitchen. So I was just like, we definitely need to show some TLC to the side. So I started off in the laundry. I just started putting stuff away. I also cleaned the baseboards. Lately, I've been obsessed with cleaning the baseboards. They've kind of been driving me nuts if I see them dirty. So I went back in here, cleaned the baseboards, and then I also grabbed some soapy water, and I just started going throughout all of the house. You know when you see something and then you see something else? This was one of those days where it was just like, I don't know, I was being super nitpicky. I also cleaned off the table. I also went inside in the dining room, and then I started to clear stuff off the table as well. One drawer that has been driving me nuts is this drawer. I decided a while back ago to move the utensil drawer and then the miscellaneous drawer, but unfortunately this was just not working out. The utensil drawer, I don't know, like there's just so many problems with that drawer. So I was just like, I need to be realistic, and although I would love more space for the utensil drawer, I was just like, this works perfectly fine. So I took everything out, I wiped everything down, made sure it was squeaky clean before I put any utensils in, and then I went in the other drawer and then I also cleared it out as well. I know this looks a little bit silly, but I just grabbed a wet paper towel and then I started to wipe down the utensils just because I was seeing like a lot of watermark. And personally, I don't really like seeing that. So I was just like, well, while I'm adding the utensils back in, I was like, let's just give it a quick little wipe down. But they are clean though. They are clean. this is how it turned out. It's looking so good, so clean again. Everything is in its place. And now this is what I mentioned about this other drawer. So the boys were going to pack them a school lunch this year, so I was organizing this drawer because I wanted to make it like a little bento box kind of thing with all the accessories. Then this is all the stuff that I ended up taking out of the junk drawer. I did not have time to really sort through all this, so I ended up putting everything in this bucket to the left hand side of me. And then I was just like, you know what, we're gonna get to it on a later day. But the biggest thing I got off my to-do list was the front yard, power washing, cleaning out the fridge, and then switching out these two drawers, and then decluttering, as well as decluttering the garage. We aimed for the stars and we definitely got there. So this is your reminder, little by little, we will always get things done.